Welcome back.
I'm Johnny Hughes. Here's a question. How many times have you told yourself, I'll start Monday? Or I'll do it next month? Or New Year, New Me? And how many times have those fresh starts actually lasted? Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You don't need a perfect moment to start over. You don't need January 1st. You don't need Monday. You don't even need to wait until you feel ready. You can start right now. Today, this moment. And today, I'm going to show you why waiting for the perfect fresh start is keeping you stuck and how to begin again whenever you need to, not just once a year. Let's go. Here's the problem. You've convinced yourself that certain moments are more powerful for starting over. New year, new month, new week, Monday, your birthday. After this project finishes, when things calm down, when you have more time, when you feel more motivated. But here's what actually happens. Those moments come. You start with enthusiasm, and within days or weeks, you're right back where you were. Why? Because the calendar date was never the problem. You are carrying the same patterns, the same habits, the same beliefs into the new time frame. A fresh calendar doesn't give you a fresh start. You do. Look at this cycle. It happens every single year, every single Monday. You feel motivated for a moment. You make promises. You believe this time will be different. But nothing actually changes because you're waiting for external circumstances to transform you instead of doing the internal work that creates real change. The calendar can't save you. Only you can. So why do we do this? Why do we wait for these arbitrary moments? Because it feels easier. Starting Monday gives you permission to mess up today. Starting in January gives you permission to coast through December. Starting when things calm down gives you permission to avoid the discomfort of change right now. But here's the truth. Things will never calm down. You will never feel completely ready. And the perfect moment you're waiting for doesn't exist. The only moment that exists is now. And now is always the right time to start. Watch the difference. The person waiting for perfection stays stuck. The person starting now makes progress. Not perfect progress, but progress. Because every day you wait is a day you don't get back. Every I'll start Monday is choosing to stay the same for another week. And at the end of the year, what's the difference between starting January 1st or starting today? 365 days. That's how much of your life you lose waiting for a date on a calendar. Here's how you actually create a fresh start without waiting for a special date. Step 1. Forgive yourself for the false starts. Every time you tried and stopped, every resolution you broke, every plan you abandoned. Let it go. That wasn't failure. That was practice. You were learning what doesn't work. And now you know. So thank the past versions of you for trying. Forgive yourself for being human. And free yourself from the shame that's keeping you stuck. Because shame is not motivating. It's paralyzing. This is not about pretending the past didn't happen. It's about releasing the weight of it. You don't carry old luggage into a fresh start. You acknowledge it, learn from it, and leave it behind. Because every expert you admire failed more times than you've even tried. The difference is, they didn't let past failures stop future attempts. And neither should you. Step 2. Start smaller than you think you should. This is where most fresh starts die. You get excited and try to change everything at once. New diet, new workout, new schedule, new habits, new mindset, all on day 1. And by day 3, you're overwhelmed and you quit. Instead, pick one thing, just one. The smallest possible version of the change you want to make. Want to work out? Don't commit to an hour a day. Commit to putting on your workout clothes. Want to eat better? Don't overhaul your entire diet. Just drink 1 glass of water before your coffee. Want to write a book? Don't aim for a chapter. Write 1 sentence. Make it so small you can't fail. Look at what happens when you start small. You actually do it. And doing something small is infinitely better than planning something big and doing nothing, because small actions build momentum. 1 sentence becomes a paragraph. 1 glass of water becomes a habit. Putting on gym shoes leads to actually working out. But it starts with something so small, your brain can't talk you out of it. Step 3. Give yourself permission to start over as many times as you need to. This is the game changer. You don't get one chance. You get infinite chances. If you mess up today, you can start again this afternoon. If you break your streak, you can start a new one tomorrow. If you fall off track in March, you don't have to wait until next January. You can start again right then. Every moment is a potential fresh start, but only if you give yourself permission to take it. This is what resilience actually looks like. Not never falling, but getting back up quickly. The most successful people aren't the ones who never mess up. They're the ones who restart faster. They don't wait for Monday. They don't wait for motivation. They just begin again, immediately. And that immediately is the secret. The longer you wait between falling and restarting, the harder it becomes. But if you restart right away, it's just a tiny blip, not a failure, just a moment. Here's what I need you to understand. The version of you that's waiting for the perfect moment to change. That version is the same version that will find excuses when that moment comes. Because waiting isn't about the calendar. It's about fear. Fear that you'll try and fail again. Fear that you're not capable. Fear that this time won't be different. And you know what? Maybe it won't be. Maybe you will stumble. Maybe it will be hard. But you'll never know if you keep waiting. And I'd rather try and fail than wonder forever what would have happened if I just started. Look at these moments. Nothing special about the timing. No fanfare, no perfect circumstances. Just decision. Just action. Just starting because they decided it was time. That's all a fresh start is. A decision to begin. And you can make that decision any day, any time, any moment. You don't need permission. You don't need a special date. You just need to decide. Here's your challenge. And you can start it right now, not next Monday. Pick one small thing you've been wanting to change. Not 10 things. 1. Then do the smallest possible version of that thing today. Not tomorrow. Today? If it's 11 p.m. when you're watching this, do it before midnight. Prove to yourself that you don't need a fresh week or a new month or a perfect moment. You just need to start. And once you prove that to yourself, you'll realize you've had this power all along. The power to begin again, anytime, anywhere. Every moment you're alive is an opportunity to start over, to choose differently, to be different. You don't need to wait for January 1st to become who you want to be. You can start today, right now, this moment. And if you stumble later today, you can start again this evening. And if you mess up tomorrow, you can restart tomorrow afternoon. You have infinite chances, infinite fresh starts. The question isn't when. The question is, will you? Will you stop waiting for perfect and start moving with imperfect action? Will you stop using the calendar as an excuse and start using this moment as an opportunity? Thanks for being here. Remember, you don't need January 1st. You don't need Monday. You don't need a perfect moment. You just need to decide that now is the time. Every day is day one if you choose it. Start small. Start messy. Start scared. But start. Your fresh start is right now. Until next time, stop waiting for the perfect moment and create it by beginning. See you soon.